Whenever we as fans think about Naruto's forms, we usually think more about the hacks he gets instead of the raw power amp. This is because the hacks Naruto gets are focused on a lot more than just his power. We see this a lot with Naruto's Sage Mode, as his sensing capabilities get shown off a lot, as well as the fact Sage Mode allowed him to be able to damage the Ten-Tailed Shinjuriki. And when Naruto fully mastered Kurama Mode, he got access to the Kurama transformation, Biju bombs, as well as other hacks like being able to sense emotions. Since we never get any direct multipliers for Naruto's forms, like Goku got for his Super Saiyan forms, people usually just don't really talk about it. But, as you see in the thumbnail, I think some of Naruto's forms could potentially have a multiplier in the thousands, so yeah, we're about to get into why that could be. In the second official Naruto fanbook, it stated that Naruto's Sage Mode was the strongest form at the time he awakened it. So while this statement wouldn't apply to future forms like Kurama Mode or Six Pass Mode, it would apply to every form before that point, which would include Choji's butterfly form. The unique thing about Choji's butterfly form is that it's directly stated in the manga to be a 100 times strength amp, which means there's no really debating that fact. So since Naruto's Sage Mode is stated to be the strongest form at that time, it would have to amp his strength over 100 times, otherwise the statement wouldn't make sense and it wouldn't be the strongest form. I know saying Sage Mode is at minimum a 100 times strength amp might sound kinda crazy at first, but it's not necessarily inconsistent. We know Jirobo with one of Orochimaru's weaker curse marks got a 10 times power amp from his curse mark transformation. Orochimaru's curse marks are powered by Senjutsu, and since Orochimaru never became a true sage, the nature energy that would be in the curse mark wouldn't be at the same level as Naruto's mastered Sage Mode. So if someone who didn't become a true sage can create a weak Senjutsu-powered curse mark that amps your strength 10 times, then someone who actually became a true sage and has Sage Mode where the nature energy is perfectly synced in your body, they should receive a much higher amp than 10 times. So Naruto's mastered Sage Mode being stated stronger than a form that has a 100 times strength multiplier shouldn't be inconsistent when you're taking everything into account. So moving on to Kurama Mode, I feel like there's been a bunch of debate more recently about whether Sage Mode or the initial state of Kurama Mode is stronger. Even with that being unclear, there's really no debate about the full power version of Kurama Mode being stronger than Sage Mode. So if Sage Mode has a low balled strength multiplier of 100 times, then that means Kurama Mode at minimum should have a 100 times strength multiplier, otherwise it would be weaker than Sage Mode and that really just wouldn't make any sense. So now that we've established that Naruto has two different forms that even when lowballing have a 100 times strength multiplier each, when he stacks those forms on top of each other in the form of his Kurama Sage Mode form, that should be a 10,000 times amp. When I talked about this on my Instagram, some people said it would only be a 200 times amp, but I definitely would disagree with that. If we use Goku as an example and say he uses Kaioken on top of his Super Saiyan form, that wouldn't be a 52 times multiplier, that would be a 100 times multiplier, since Super Saiyan has a 50 times multiplier and Kaioken has a 2 times multiplier, and he's going Kaioken on top of Super Saiyan. Like, if Naruto's already in Kurama Mode and gets a low-balled 100 times strength amp from that, then when he activates Sage Mode on top of that, that should make him 100 times stronger again, which would translate to an overall amp of 10,000 times when comparing to his base form. I know it's kinda crazy saying Naruto has a form that has over a 10,000 times strength amp, but if you look at what I said so far, it makes sense, and it would honestly get a lot crazier from here. After Kurama Sage Mode, Naruto gets another form known as Six Pass Sage Mode. A lot of people think this right here is Six Pass Sage Mode, but it's not. This form is Six Pass Sage Mode mixed with Ten-Tail's power. We know Naruto gets a chakra of all 9 Biju, and the only time this symbol appears on your back is when you're utilizing Ten-Tail's power. This symbol isn't tied to Six Pass Sage Mode, only the eyes are. Six Pass Sage Mode alone is stated to have power surpassing Kurama Mode, and has better feats than Kurama Sage Mode. Naruto with Kurama Sage Mode was struggling against Jubito, while Naruto with just Six Pass Sage Mode could severely injure Ten-Tail's Madara, and Madara is stated to be stronger than Jubito. So if Six Path Sage Mode is stronger than Kurama Sage Mode, that means it should at minimum have a 10,000 times strength amp. And when Naruto starts utilizing Ten-Tail's power on top of Six Path Sage Mode, you could argue that's an additional 100 times amp, since there's no way 10 tails power would be weaker than 9 tails power, and 9 tails power is already a 100 times multiplier. That means it's possible Naruto's 6-path Sage Mode combined with 10 tails power could have a 1,000,000 times multiplier, and then Baryon Mode would be even higher than that. Now let me make it clear, I said it's possible that it's a 1,000,000 times multiplier. I'm not going to take a hard stance on that one, but I do believe in the Kurama Sage Mode multiplier, and the fact that 6-path Sage Mode would be even stronger than that. So yeah, that's about it for this video. I definitely want to know what your thoughts are in the comments below. I think the logic I'm using follows through, but I know some people are going to say I'm highballing, so just let me know your thoughts below. Like the video if you enjoyed it, and subscribe too. Thanks for watching.